1. Opening. Even though I'm a 200% never Trump Chinese American, because of the FBI's disastrous China initiative, the witch hunt against Chinese students, and the over-the-top anti-immigrant paranoia, I'll say it again. Trump crushed it. No spin, no sarcasm, just brutal facts. 2. Quick summary. For the busy ones, Trump just won bigly, sealing a monster US-EU trade deal. It locks in 15% tariffs on most EU exports to US, 0 tariffs on US high-tech, agriculture, and defense exports to EU. Over $1.3 trillion in EU pledges to buy American energy, food, and weapons. Meanwhile, Africa got wrecked from both sides. Exports to the US could face 20% plus tariffs, worse than Europe or Japan. The EU's carbon border tax kicks in by 2026, slashing African exports of steel, aluminum, fertilizer to its biggest exporting market. For a continent already battling poverty, this is a death sentence for industrialization. And who just walked away grinning? China. 117 billion in African imports, and rising. 0% tariffs under new deals. Expanded access to critical minerals, iron, cobalt, bauxite, rare earths. Beijing will hold an even firmer grip on the world's supply chain, with rare earths at the core. 3. Why Trump won bigly. Trump didn't just beat Japan. He made Europe buy American at scale. What he got? Over $750 billion in EU commitments for US energy and defense, over $600 billion in EU pledges to invest in the US. 0% tariffs on US exports in aerospace, agriculture, semiconductors, medical tech. And Europe? They still face 15% on cars, manufacturing tools, and pharma, 50% on steel and aluminum. He torched the taco again. That old jab, Trump always chickens out. This time, he cooked it, served it, ate it. Why Africa is the biggest loser. Africa wasn't even at the table, but got slammed. It's been trying hard to follow the Asian tiger playbook, industrialize by exporting to rich countries. But now, the US is likely to slap 20% plus tariffs on African goods, even higher than the EU's 15% rate. That puts African countries at a major disadvantage compared to their Asian competitors. And it gets worse. In 2026, the EU's carbon border tax kicks in, targeting exports like steel, aluminum, and fertilizer, and reducing Africa's export to its biggest market. Problem is, Africa still runs largely on the cheapest and dirtiest energy, coal. This isn't just bad news. This is game over for Africa's shot at industrial takeoff. 5. China's quiet win. While the West was closing doors, China opened a gate. 0% tariffs with Africa, expanded control over iron, cobalt, bauxite, rare earths. Now, China is tightening its grip on the world's supply chains, especially the critical rare earths that power everything from smartphones to missiles. 6. Final scorecard. Who won, who lost? Trump won. The headlines, the concessions, the bragging rights. Africa lost. Its industrial dream crushed before it began. China smiles, quietly, patiently, happily. This wasn't just a trade deal. This was a tectonic shift. 7. Final. If you want more clear, calm breakdowns of global power moves, from a Chinese-American voice cutting through the noise, subscribe, like this video, and tell me in the comments, and don't miss our deep dive into the other bombshell deal. Trump crushed this deal, but Japan won big, and US Auto lost bigger. Link in the description and end screen. See you next time on Twin Peaks Bridge Reflection.